I'm Adam.
And I'm Sugar.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Hey there, Sugar. How's my favorite polar bear doing today?
Oh, hey, Adam. Just chilling, literally. But hey, I heard you're the coolest teacher around.
Aw, thanks. You're making me blush, but let's face it, you're the real ice cool expert here.
You got that right. So what's on the agenda, Teach?
Well, we've got some spelling bees buzzing around, some math problems to solve, and maybe a surprise science experiment later. You know, the usual.
Sounds very exciting. Can I join in on the fun?
Absolutely. But remember, no snacking on the ice cubes during math class.
Oh, come on. Just a nibble?
Nope, sorry, buddy. Gotta save that ice for the Arctic adventure later. Today's book explores the world of infographics, including maps, diagrams, charts, timelines, and so much more. From the chart showing how to make fairy tea to the Venn diagram of the friends' personalities, every page is filled with delicious details for the reader to pore over. Let's get started. Friends Beyond Measure, a story told with infographics by Lalena Fisher. It started the day we met. Hi. How to make fairy tea. Dandelions, grass, clovers, water, worms, optional, dirt. I thought the fun would last forever. After all, we had played 60 hours chickens, 130 hours jumping, 120 hours crafts, 5 hours hobby horse, 100 hours horse doctor, 45 hours playing restaurant, 10 hours watching TV shows, 20 hours making furniture for hermit crab, 5 hours making bubble mountain, 5 hours parents' room trying to get dogs to come out so we could dress them up. For hours and hours, 130 hours fairy tea. Are you sure that's drinkable? For fairies. I think we need traffic lights. 105 hours Turtle City. 30 hours making fairy houses. 25 hours trying to get turtles to stay on the roads. 5 hours playing store. 30 hours doing puppet show. I'm making dinner for my daughter. 10 hours watching TV shows. 20 hours eating quesadillas. 90 hours crafts. 50 hours claymation. You were so good at a lot of stuff. And I was good at other stuff. You're right, you definitely need a real horse. We had adventures. Met up. Avoided evil witch statue. Glow necklace house. Mystery bag house. Lost Toto. Dentist house. Scariest monster in the world. Moms yelled at monster. Fortune teller. Traded glow necklaces. Full-size candy bar house. Found Toto. Sorted swapped candy. We had disagreements. It's too loud. I want to go home. No, we just got here. We had been there for 2 hours. And then agreements. What if we stayed for cake and then left? Okay. Anna is happiest in noisy, busy places. Harwin is happiest in quiet, calm places. Number of chickens who learn to fly while on the moon, 9 out of 10. 3 seconds Tiger, 25 seconds Beyonce, 52 seconds Lola, 1 minute and 3 seconds Solange, 1 minute and 15 seconds Snowball, 1 minute 28 seconds Sanitizer, 1 minute 37 seconds Lump, 1 minute 45 seconds Elizabeth, 1 minute 52 seconds Puff, still on after 2 minutes when your dad made us stop, Ruby. We had silly fun. Adios! One small step for a hen, one giant leap for henkind. Until...
Charts. What kind of charts would elementary school kids be interested in?
Well, we started with simple bar charts and pie charts. You know, the classics.
I see. Did you tell them about the Great Polar Bear Charting Expedition of 1923?
The what now?
Oh yes, it was monumental. In polar bear history, we bears set out to chart the vast expanses of ice in the Arctic, but ended up just chasing seals and rolling in the snow.
Sounds like quite the adventure. Maybe I should add it to the curriculum next year.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget to include the legendary line graph race between the Arctic fox and the snow hare. It was a real nail-biter.
Huh. I'll be sure to add that to the syllabus. Who knew charts could be so thrilling?
Well, when you mix in a bit of polar bear mischief, anything is possible.
You told me you were moving really far away. Ways I could get there. Giant trampoline, 1 hour. Plane, 10 hours. Boat, 2 weeks. Hot air balloon, 1 week. Toto! Mail, 1 week. Unfortunately not flat like Stanley. Narwhal, 3 weeks. Pegasus, scenic route. I'll go to horse camp there. I had so many feelings. Excitement for you, sadness, fear, shock, envy. After that, no matter how I sliced it, things were different. 6 out of 8 watching TV, only 2 actually playing. Playdates, 75% or 3/4 not playing. Let's build on a circus. Nah. And time was passing fast. No! What could I do? Pack myself in your suitcase? Do I like the dark? Yes. Would it be fun to end up in the wrong place? Do I like breathing? Would I like getting tossed by airport workers? Would it be okay to get stuck in a suitcase shape? No, I could not. Kitchen stuff, cookware, dishes, gadgets. Other stuff, knickknacks, tchotchkes, bric-a-brac. Clothes, shirts, skirts, pants, hats, costumes, pajamas, shoes. Toys, babies, dolls, animals, board games, plush, horses, plastic, wood. I didn't want you to leave. Are you still going to be my friend? This year, letters, messages, calls. Next year, trade fairy tea recipes. Make a book together. Virtual birthday parties. And the years after that, Anna and Harwin's world exploration. Row a boat in Iceland. Stay in a castle in Germany. Dance flamenco in Spain. Play music in Senegal. Write hieroglyphs in Egypt. Carve marble in Italy. Swim in the Caspian Sea. Make a movie in India. Care for elephants in Vietnam. Dig up a velociraptor in Mongolia.
Why can't humans just hibernate in one spot like us bears?
Good way to think about it is that new adventures await the people they're moving.
Adventures? More like misadventures. Last time we moved, I got stuck in the moving box for hours.
Hey, that was just a minor hiccup.
I ended up squished between a box of textbooks and your yoga mat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Fair point.
My friend, Fluffy's family, they decided to migrate south for the winter. Can you believe it? They're leaving behind the ice and snow for sunshine and palm trees.
Well, that's quite the change of climate. How are you holding up?
Oh, you know, trying to keep cool about it. But it feels like a polar vortex of emotion. Fluffy and I have been through blizzards and snowstorms together.
I can imagine it's tough when a friend moves away, especially when you're used to sharing fish and swapping stories about the best ice fishing spots.
Exactly. Who's going to appreciate my collection of snowflake-shaped cookies now?
Don't worry, sugar. Distance might separate you and Fluffy, but the bond you share is as strong as ever. Besides, think of all the new adventures you'll have making snow angels with other pals.
You're right, Adam. I'll just have to bear with the change and keep my icicles crossed for a frosty reunion someday.
That's the spirit. And who knows, maybe Fluffy will come back with some exciting tales of life beyond the tundra. Some useful kinds of charts. People make and combine charts in lots of different ways, and sometimes even have different names for them. In fact, a few of Anna's charts in this book are combinations of the types below. People continue to come up with new ways of showing information clearly and interestingly. Venn diagram. 2 or more overlapping circles showing what different things have in common. You can put your interest in one circle and your friends in the other. Try using it to compare dogs and cats, or cheeseburgers and pizza. Schematic diagram. A labeled drawing that shows how something works or how it is put together. Draw a schematic showing how to put together your favorite sandwich, or draw a design for a robot that can do a certain chore and label each part explaining how it works. Map. A diagram showing where things are located. Create a map of your home, or draw the route to take to your friend's house, the park, or school. Coordinate chart. Intersecting number lines showing the relationship between 2 sets of values. The bottom, or x-axis, often marks something we can't change, like time or age, and independent variable. Ask teachers for their age groups, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and so on, and then ask how many cups of coffee they drink per day. Mark the answers with dots on a coordinate grid. Is there a correlation? Pictogram. A tally recording quantities of things in different categories. A dot tally is a kind of pictogram. This could be a fun way to record how many classmates have 0, 1, 2, 3, or more siblings, or how many each class of vertebrae live in the local zoo. Timeline. A number line showing when a series of events happen. Try a timeline for everything you've done today, or what led up to an exciting event in your life. Line chart. A coordinate chart that has a line connecting all the data points related to one thing. Count the students in class each day for a week, or for one day. Chart the outside temperature every hour you're in school. Is there a trend? What can you predict for the next day or week? Bar chart. A set of skinny rectangles whose lengths reflect different values or numbers. At lunch, tally how many classmates eat fruit, vegetables, grain, protein, and dairy. Kids will get counted multiple times. Use bars to show the results. Which food groups were eaten the most? Pies and waffles and stacked snack bars? There are all ways to show parts of a whole. For one day, keep track of your activities for how long you spend doing each one. You can round to the nearest hour or half hour. Divide a circle, square, or bar into 24 hours or 48-hour sections and color in. Calendar. A calendar is a chart? Yes, it organizes time into weeks, months, and years. Mark your classmates' birthdays. Schedule what you need to do on a project before its due date. Flow chart or organizational chart. A diagram dividing something into smaller or more specific parts or groups. This can be used to consider actions and other outcomes, or to sort things into categories and subcategories. Diagram your school's authority structure, starting with the principal. Proportional area chart. A way to compare different amounts or quantities when the differences are large. Draw a child next to a cookie. Now draw a cookie big enough for a whole class, and then the whole school. Or if you know the formula for area, you can use the actual number of students in your class, school, and district. Plug these into the formula for a square or circle as A to find the length of a side or the radius. Now you can draw the right size shape for comparison. This year, next year, the year after that. Hey Sugar, do you know what a friendship chart is?
A friendship chart is like a map of the coolest places to hang out with, just like how I know all the best spots for ice munching.
Maybe a friendship chart could also be a way to show how friends are connected and who get along with whom. It's like a web of friendships.
So, like, if I have a buddy who loves ice as much as I do, and then that buddy has another buddy who loves ice too, and so on. It's like a chain of icy friendship.
Exactly.
Okay, so draw a big circle for me in the middle, 'cause I'm the coolest, right? Then draw lines to all the other circles for my friends, and make sure they're not too far, 'cause I don't like to swim too much.
Sounds good. Do you know what else sounds good and cool? liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I'm Adam.
And I'm Sugar.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Did you know the cubit is often considered the first unit of measurement and was developed by the ancient Egyptians? It is the length of the arm from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger, about 18 inches.